Welcome back to the shop. I know it's been a bit since my last video, and there's going to be more about that later, but I wanted to introduce another project. This one is longer and it's going to take some time, so I'm going to make updates as I go along, and you can follow along with me and perhaps make suggestions along the way. At least I'm inviting you to. This is a 1950s to 1960s era Hamilton sensitive drill press. It's a precision drill press primarily for drilling very small holes, like fine machining for watches and such things. It's clearly had some use. It's been painted with some kind of gray paint, as you can see here, and I'll be stripping all of that paint off down to the bare metal. You can also see it has lots of surface rust and some sort of schmoo that I can scrape off with my fingernail. It's just really filthy. So anyway, let's get to it. All right, well, I'm taking pictures of this. I've been cleaning it up, taking it apart. It came apart really easy, much easier than I anticipated. I figured it'd be rusted together and all kinds of stuff, but nope, came right apart. This is the base, and I've spent a lot of time sort of cleaning that up. As you can see, there's still some rust and some heavy pitting in here. It's 70 years old. What do you want? This has some marks too, but really it's brightened up a lot, and that is going to be probably as far as I'm going to go with it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put this back together, so I've got a base set up, and then reassemble the rest of the parts piece by piece, bit by bit, as I strip them and paint them and coat them with whatever they need to have done. I'm not sure what's going to happen with the bearings on this. They feel really tight. They may have no problems, but I've got to spend some time with these more intricate parts. And so that's what's happening. Sorry for the delay in getting these videos together. It turns out I had a bunch of other projects going on that I really needed to get them out of the shop. And, you know, taking these videos can take some time, especially for me. I'm not super practiced at this, so stopping and taking care of the video slows me down some, so I had to get some stuff done. Then we had this big fire, and it got pretty close to us. We actually had two sides of our evacuation zone. We're both evacuated. We weren't, so it was a little touch and go for a while. But that seems to have waned, and so I'm not so worried about it anymore. But other folks have not been so lucky. And it turns out I got in trouble for this because I didn't show anybody. I didn't record what I did. So I'll show you what I did. All right, I have this. These Scotch-Brite pads, you've probably seen lots of these. They come in different grades. This is an ultra fine, they're gray. I took one. This is a 5-inch sanding disc. Fits my Bosch rotary sander. Random orbital. And I laid this on here. And what I did was, I super glued, using a super glue, hot melt glue. I hot melt glued this to this Scotch-Brite pad. And then I used scissors and cut it out, as you can see. And I took that, and I mounted it on my Bosch random orbital. Just like that. With a little spray of WD-40 as a lubricant. And it's going very slow. I took off the bulk of the surface rust. There's clearly some pitting and stuff left here. And there's some pitting and stuff left here. But of course I haven't done anything on the pedestal yet. But this has worked out really nice. I don't have a surface grinder or a metal shaper or anything I could use to actually make this nice and smooth. One thing I want to point out, when I did this, what came up was, I'll turn here, the serial number for the machine, and faintly here, some scratched in asset tag number, which I never saw until I cleaned this up. So anyway, here's where we are. Here's the state of the reassembly now. So this is going to get finished up. This is going to get finished up, put back together. So I've got a pedestal to mount the remaining pieces on. This is going to get painted. and I'm going to try something different with the paint. We'll see if that works out. All right, good enough for now.